friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So friends, in this video we will have our discussion on the weekly horoscope results for the week of Feb 9th till Feb 15th. So friends, this is actually going to be a very special week, especially for the devotee of Lord Shiva, because at the end of the week we will be celebrating the Mahashivratri. So if you are a devotee of Lord Shiva, I'm sure that you would have already planned keeping a fast, doing the chanting on this night. And even for general people as well, friends, most of our Hindu festivals are perfectly aligned with the cosmic alignment. So I would say that no matter what your faith is, even if you can stay awake, do the japa, do the chanting, do the meditation, it is going to be very supportive for you. Also friends, for all those people in whose case you have any affliction being caused by the Saturn, by Rahu and Ketu, so doing the chanting on this night, staying awake on this night, or even getting a Shiva Rudra Abhishek done will actually act as a good protection from any of the maleficence or ill effects being caused by Saturn, Rahu, Ketu in your life. So friends, let's start our discussion. Briefly, like the same disclaimer I always say, that this is not a prediction because I do not know your natal planetary alignments or your activated dasha. See it as kind of a guidance that in which direction wind is sailing, so that you can take calculative decision. This week friends, moon is going to be starting the journey from the Libra. When it is going to be in the Scorpio, it is debilitated. In the Sagittarius, it is going to be receiving the straight aspect from the planet Jupiter, also the 10th aspect of the planet Saturn as well, and it will end the week in the Capricorn, being conjunct with the exalted Mars over there, so-called Chandra Mangal Yoga. The only planetary shift which will happen in this week is going to be the Surya Sankranti, when Sun will transit in the Aquarius sign. So okay friends, let's start our discussion on this weekly horoscope for the week of Feb 9th till Feb 15th. Talking about for the Aries Lagna. So friends, in your case, your public image, your recognition is actually getting all the spotlight. I'm not seeing you vulnerable over there, especially for like exertion of authority or being in a dominant state at work. Even if challenges will be thrown at you, you know how to handle it or deal it with confidence. The only concern is that friends, I'm seeing a lot of the dissatisfaction in the matters of the incoming gains, or like, you know, feeling very sad because of your wishes are not getting fulfilled, or the emotional kind of cage in which you are in. So emotions and feelings is something regarding which you have to be mindful, because moon is going to be like spending some good time in the Scorpio sign where moon gets debilitated. So this could be a case that the start of the week might also make you slightly stressful. This could be on the account of the domestic life or because of the family life as well. But friends, I would say that afterwards, in the second half, moon will pace up, and like its transit from the 9th house and 10th house is actually going to be very supportive, fulfilling, especially whether you talk about from the travel point of view, any pilgrimage, any religious austerity. So overall, star seems to be very supportive. It's just like that the first half of the week is slightly emotionally stressful, and for anything to do with the socialization or any matchmaking proposal point of view as well, stars are supportive. Those students who have to give any competitive exam, I'm not seeing you any vulnerable. It's just like that friends. Now in this week only, Sun will also get conjunct with Rahu as well in your 11th house. So we know that the influence of Rahu, it might be good on other planets, but purely from the solar point of view. So over there might be like some sort of challenges while dealing with the bosses. So be very mindful in all these kind of situation. Now friends, when we talk about the Taurus Lagna, so friends, for the Taurus Lagna, see friends, in your case, anything to do with the matters of attraction, opposite sex and relationship, in all these areas you have to be very careful. Rather, I would say that keep the boundaries, like the people you hang out or you socialize, you work with, like there has to be proper healthy boundaries. Otherwise later on it might become a matter of concern. Like this week has that energy that even if the gain will happen, important is the nature of that gain, or are there some, the way we say that there is no free lunch. So what is at stake? You have to be very mindful of that. Luck is actually very supportive, friends. In your case, I'm not seeing you any vulnerable, and just because too much of the planetary concentration in your 10th house, that means every single facet of energy or dimension of the life is contributing something towards your career related goals for performing your actions. So everyone is very supportive. It's just like that, friends. The conjunction of Sun with Rahu in your 10th house, that might make you slightly vulnerable, that when you deal with the bosses, be as transparent as it is possible. But yes, when we talk about there will be those days, the start of the week there, when your mind is going to be slightly stressed, especially because of the behavior of close friends around you and their behavior towards you. That might somehow unsettle the Taurus Lagna, especially at the beginning of the week. But afterwards, you will be much more in control and command. And for like giving any competitive, you have to write any competitive exam and all, stars are very supportive for all of that. For any anushthan, ritual, any meditation, participating in any religious event, like the way I mentioned, Mahashivratri, for all of that, energies are very, very supportive. Friends, when we talk about the Gemini, so friends, for the Gemini Lagna, stars are much more in control, much more pacified in your case. So friends, anything connected with the matters of the travels, immigration, enrollment for any course, you are a teacher, a trainer by yourself, you are into the immigration business or immigration of the students abroad kind of business. So stars seems to be very supportive in all these avenue. See friends, in your case, the only slight concern is that in this week, although your ascendant lord now is in a good dignity, in a good house, it's just like that whenever moon transit, because moon happened to be your second lord as well. And if the second lord is getting debilitated in the 6th house, so be very transparent, very fair in any of the financial transaction, because people, you know, sometimes because of the goodwill, good faith, people try to take advantage. They try to extract the good deal from us. So be very mindful how you manage and keep the healthy boundaries in your business transaction. Don't mix family and the finances this week. That is what I'm trying to say, because your morals seems to be very high, especially for this week. And yes, friends, if you have to write any competitive exam, anything to do with the matters of the courtship, relationship, travels and all, stars are very much supportive for the Gemini Lagna natives. Now friends, when we talk about the Cancer, so friends, for the Cancer Lagna natives, friends, you have to be very careful. See, in this week, moon, your ascendant lord, is going to be transiting from the 5th house, and at the same time when too much planetary concentration is there in the 8th house, and not to forget Rahu is a part of that. So this could be obsession and worries on the account of children. This could be in the romantic matters, and people you get attracted, you get fascinated or obsessed with. During this week, you have to be very careful. Take that with a pinch of salt and measure all of your choices on a scale of rationality, not on the scale of wishful thinking. That is what I'm trying to say. And friends, when we talk about especially anything to do with the commercial gains, so end of the week is going to be very, very supportive for that. So before that, like the start of the week might be slightly stressful, the way I mentioned. Mind, emotions might feel very perplexed. After that, for the service professional friends, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, energy is very supportive, and the big boost in terms of the business and the commercial gains might happen around the end of the week. Now friends, when we talk about the Leo Lagna, so friends, for the Leo Lagna, health is a concern. You have to be very mindful over there. And friends, in your case, as you can see that moon is actually going to be transiting some good houses for you. It's just like that. Don't be emotionally very demanding or very sensitive, very vulnerable, because friends, in your case, what is happening right now, your 6th house right now is very empowered. Now the planets are shifting their base to your 7th house, and moon is going to be getting debilitated in your 4th house. So at the start of the week, it looks like that even if someone does not mean it, you might take a lot of the things very personal, and you know, we say that you just got yourself wounded, and the other person did not actually mean that. So be very careful in these scenarios. Not a very supportive energy when we talk about, because very soon we will be witnessing, immediate after this week, we will be witnessing the eclipse energy as well, friends. So not a very supportive energy when we talk about the land, property, or major big purchases. So the energy of this week is not very supportive for that. What it is supportive for, like for anything to do with the education, academic matters, like entertaining yourself, or like gymming, athletics, participating in any competitive scenario, you have to write any competitive exam, it might be very supportive for that. But yes friends, don't take things too personal. And in the matters of relationship, yes friends, now the testing time is coming, because immediate after this, the eclipse front will happen in your first house, in your 7th house. Guard your public image, guard your health, don't take things too personal. That's all what I can say, at least for this week for the Leo. Now friends, when we talk about the Virgo Lagna natives, so friends, for the Virgo Lagna natives, a lot of the good stuff is happening right now, especially improving your daily life, especially in the matters of your job. If during this time you get any opportunity for overseas project, international project, do take that, because the way planets are aligned right now, nature, omens, all of that are working in your favor. They are on your side. The week will start with some good financial opportunity or a clear vision for your financial goals. The mid of the week might be slightly emotionally sensitive. This could be because of the behavior of other people towards you, or this could be some roadblocks which you might hit while going full throttle or while executing your work. Refrain from overthinking. That is all what I want to say. And yes friends, the start of the week and the end of the week is very supportive, especially in the domestic life related matters. So rather than chasing things which looks like to be beyond your control, try to cherish what you have in the form of love, warmth of people around you. Now friends, when we talk about the Libra Lagna natives, so friends, for the Libra Lagna natives, the week will start on a very happy-go-lucky kind of note. You'll be very uplifted, very motivated. Afterwards, the mid of the week is actually going to be driving many Libra Lagna natives towards overthinking. So there will be a lot of the overthinking and insecurities as well. This could be insecurity of the finances. This could be how will you provide for the family. So those kind of insecurities will take a lot of your attention, lot of your energy, lot of your time. Friends, if I were to say the mid of the week and even the end of the week is very supportive for any travels, any domestic life related matters as well. When we talk about the matters of relationship, so there will be concern where a partner might try to control, and there's nothing wrong in that, because somehow I feel right now you need someone to take control of your life right now. You want that kind of, savior kind of messiah right now in your life. Somehow I get that feeling. So that is the only reason I'm saying this thing. So because we know that Saturn is like creating a lot of the blocks in your 6th house, Rahu giving a lot of the overthinking in the 5th house, and Ketu in the 11th house create that mindset that, where victim kind of mindset in certain cases. Because I'm seeing a trend, a pattern in the consultations I'm dealing with from the past couple of days. So be very mindful friends, but all what I can say is that focus on the good things you have. Don't worry too much on the worries on the account of the family and the finances. Give attention and take out time for your hobbies. It will be very therapeutic. Even if nothing much, go on a drive. Some drive around the city. It will be very relaxing, very rejuvenating for you. And yes friends, around the end of the week, there is a strong possibility of hearing some good news. Chandra Mangal Yoga in your 4th house. Mars is in a way is already making that Panch Mahapurush Yoga, right? And because in your case Moon happened to be the 10th lord as well, so both of them getting joined in the 4th house, giving aspect to the 10th house, can trigger that event. Now friends, when we talk about the Scorpio Lagna natives, so friends, for the Scorpio Lagna natives, friends, in your case, lot of the stuff is happening right now, especially when we talk about your 4th house, when we talk about your domestic life. And along with that friends, Moon will start its journey from your 12th house. So the week will have that energy, especially to begin with, where a lot of the Scorpio Lagna will be very spiritual, very charitable. Some of you might have finished some long distance travel as well. Along with that friends, the only thing which I want to say over here is that there is a lot of the emotional mental pressure you're dealing with. But friends, before Mars will make its move, you are right now very empowered because of the strength of your ascendant lord right now in your third house, and moon, which happened to be your ninth lord as well. It will also make a combination with it. So around the end of the week, expect some opportunity. If you are freelance, self-employed, or you have applied for something, see, generally all that good news, that confirmation letter, it generally comes from the third house. So I mean to say, if you are expecting, hearing some, or awaiting for some good news, that Chandra Mangal Yoga energy happening in your third house will actually make you believe in miracles. So that is the kind of energy which is getting generated. The mid of the week is emotionally sensitive, and especially when we say financial worries, insecurities will keep many busy, many occupied. Also friends, after this, because what is happening now, planets are all ready and set for their eclipse kind of performance, which in your case will affect your fourth house. That means if you're a politician, anything connected with, like, where you are a star in your home turf, so be very mindful how you protect your public image, your conduct, your family life. Everything is being monitored, being observed right now. So take good care of your family duties, responsibilities. That is all what I can say. When we talk about the matters of the relationship, so yes friends, your seventh lord Venus is in a good state. In the fourth house, 12th house, Venus is considered as very good. So all that which you are looking for in the outside world, you might find that within your home. That is what I'm trying to say. But good possibility friends in this week, when we talk about some good news from the, like, this could be purely a miracle, or because of the blessing or grace, something which you have been long awaiting for. It can get materialized in this week. Now friends, when we talk about the Sagittarius Lagna natives, so friends, for the Sagittarius Lagna natives, stars are in a perfect harmony right now, especially if it has to do with the financial gains, financial opportunities, any travels, if you're contemplating that. So regarding that as well, stars are very supportive. It's just like that friends, just because in your case, the way planets are concentrated right now, your second house and your third house is very concentrated with too much of the planetary energy. So that means whatever you will set yourself in terms of your goals, your projected plans, you have that capacity to make that happen, and people around you will also prove out to be very supportive for that. So, and yes friends, especially when we talk about the finances or financial goal, that Chandra Mangal Yoga, which is going to be happening at the end of the week, it will actually prove out to be very supportive for you. In the matters of relationship friends, moon is actually creating a good energy, that Gaj Kesari Yoga, which will happen because of the straight aspect of the planet Jupiter. It will be very supportive, like, where especially if you are a teacher, you are a banker, you are a preacher. So very supportive time for all those kind of people. So yes friends, that is all what I can say. The overall vibration energy for the Sagittarius Lagna natives, with the proper highlight going in the matters of your finances, initiation of new projects, even in the matters of relationship, stars are very supportive. But the week has written finances and financial opportunities all over for the Sagittarius Lagna. Now friends, when we talk about the Capricorn Lagna natives, so friends, for the Capricorn Lagna, there couldn't be better time. In your case, the way planets are behaving and moving right now, you already are hosting Mars in your first house, and slowly gradually all the planets are shifting their base to your second house. And amidst all of that, even the journey of the moon during this week is going to be happening from your 10th house, 11th house, 12th house, which is a supportive energy, especially for the popularity, like spike in the income, gains through travels. There will be some lifestyle expenses, but not something which is very unwholesome, which is very unhealthy, which is not very good for you. Like, there are like certain expenses which we categorize as very hostile, toxic, like, something which otherwise you could have saved. It just like, it looks like that the expenses which you will incur during this time will bring that warmth and camaraderie in the family, amongst the family members, and good financial opportunities. So yes friends, whatever you have in the mind, especially connected to your commercial or the business goals, this is the time to act on them. Even in the matters of the relationship and all friends, I'm actually seeing some supportive energy. Students as well friends, in your case, Venus happened to be your fifth lord as well. So whether you are like you have a restaurant, you are a model, you are an entertainer, you are a banker, financer, overall stars are very supportive for the Capricorn Lagna. Now friends, when we talk about the Aquarius Lagna natives, so friends, for the Aquarius Lagna, see, the thing is, Rahu right now is transiting in your first house, right? And with too much of the planetary concentration now slowly gradually happening in your first house, eclipse will happen in your first house and the seventh house. So that means, friends, see, the thing is, it is only going to be vulnerable, especially in terms of health, in terms of like being a scapegoat in a victimized situation. See, that will only happen if you're running a dasha of planets which are not very good for you. For example, if you are in the dasha of the sun and Rahu, so this combination is not very good, or in any capacity when Jupiter and sun active in the dasha and Ketu Pratyanta, then this could be problematic for you. But apart from that, friends, moon is actually going to be transiting from some very good houses, like starting from the 9th house, 10th house, finishing off in the 11th house. So Aquarius Lagna natives right now have all the tact, all the diplomacy, all that unconventional charm, that kind of mentality to make work happen. And this attitude mindset will definitely help you. It will take you to the places. So yes, friends, in terms of like travels are going to be very supportive. Any important business, career related decision you have to take, launch a product, release a product, sign up for something, or demonstrate something. So regarding that, stars are going to be very supportive. And friends, the booster is going to be around the end of the week. So because there is going to be that Chandra Mangal Yoga which will happen in your 12th house. That also tells about that if you are considering a job change, a relocation, or visa, immigration, any work related travel, like a meeting with your overseas client and vendors and all. So in all those avenues, stars are going to be very supportive for the Aquarius Lagna natives. And lastly, friends, when we talk about the Pisces Lagna natives, so friends, for the Pisces Lagna natives, you are actually going through that energy of travel, change, transition. Expenses right now are very high. And friends, in your case, because don't worry, friends, I'm not gone anywhere. The studio where I was recording, I did not realize that the footage got over the minute I reached the section of the Pisces. Initially I thought, let me just finish it over here only like this, but then I thought like I equally love all the zodiac signs, all the rising signs, and if a Pisces person has waited this long, this far, then it becomes my moral responsibility to cover that section as well. So friends, sorry for the interruption. Talking about this weekly highlight for you. So the way I mentioned, I was saying this thing that your 12th house is very empowered. See what is happening right now in your case, that the house of your gains and your expenses are equally empowered. That means the week will carry that mix of the result, starting first with the positive side of it. So let's say, for example, if you are in the pursuit of any asset building, this could be a supportive week for that. Along with that, those who are like applying for admission in any foreign land, during this time only you have to travel international to finalize a vendor for any important international business meeting and all. You are in that import export nature of work, this might be very supportive week for that. But at the same time, friends, just because moon is going to be getting debilitated as well, so that means there might be some like conflict of interest with the father, or those who have to give any competitive exam, any of the academic related matters. So the start of the week might be slightly unsettling. Many people will find it difficult to concentrate or focus because the fifth lord is going to be debilitated in the ninth house. But apart from that, friends, just because Mars right now is maintaining its dignity in your 11th house, and Mars is your second lord as well, ninth lord as well. So those who are in a pursuit of any asset building, especially any land acquisition building and all, so over there this could be a kind of a very supportive week for that. You can actually finalize, or you have to sign any document, or any property acquisition paper documentation can be prioritized for this week. Along with that, friends, there's a high possibility because the week will end with that Chandra Mangal kind of energy, where like Mars is already exalted in your 11th house, and the transiting moon will get conjunct with it. And from the
like your 11th house, moon give its aspect back to its 5th house as well. So you can expect some good news, like we say, because 11th house is the actual house of wish fulfillment, right? So some good news can be expected. This could be in the matters of like where your children will bring some very good news, some good return on the past investments. If you're awaiting to hear back from your employer or something for any job confirmation, any business tender and all, so over there as well, the week will end on a very supportive kind of note. So yes friends, this is something which I wanted to say for all the rising signs. Once again, thanks a lot for watching this video, and for furthermore updates and notification on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Thank you.